Yes, people, welcome back to Let's Talk Premier League. It's finished at Anfield. Liverpool 2, Southampton 0. Sadio Mane finally getting a goal. Thiago Silva getting his first goal of the season with 4 games to go. I'm not sure where they've been all season. I'm presuming somewhere in Trinidad and Tobago or, I don't know, somewhere hot, because they've certainly not been in the Premier League this season. But I'm joined by Velvishwan, Gini and Reese. How are we all doing, guys?
Much better now. Much better with 3 points under the belt,
yeah. Read the back of the shirt.
Gini has gone completely doolally.
Gini, yeah. I thought so for your neighbours, but they're probably sleeping and you're just shouting across the room to Thiago.
Nah, they're flaring upstairs. They're Liverpool fans as well. Come on.
Some comments here. Big up to Liam, the fellow Janner. Mystic Wolf saying hi. Shake my head. I wanted Liverpool to lose. Wolf is a United fan. Thiago Alcantara, actually, no. Yeah, I like to shorten it because I'm lazy. Especially after
you said Alcantara. What? So you said it wrongly.
Leave it. Anyway, it's been a long day. I've been streaming for pretty much since 11:45 this morning, so I forgive myself. Is Dom with Genie? What the fuck? Genie?
No.
Wolf saying Thiago looks good for Europa League 21-22. Yes, let's start on the positives before we get into the nitty-gritty of what's going to happen with Liverpool for the rest of the season. Velvishwan, that first goal, Sadio Mane actually working out the thing with the posts and the net is actually what he needs to try and put that sort of round ball through and into that net, isn't it? So he's finally worked it out after a season of playing, I have no idea, Action Man or something. But he's finally managed to do it. What did you think? But also credit to Mohamed Salah for a great assist, because what he could see and how he managed to pick out Mane, a brilliant assist from him. But what were your thoughts?
Yeah, I feel like this was typical Mane, the Mane of old. Usually get the rounds in the box and gets into the end with the crosser headers it into the back of the net. Brilliant pick up from Salah. It reminded me of that goal against Bayern Munich when we beat them 3-1, where Mane finished it off with similar assists from Salah to Mane. So yeah, it's good to see them combining goals again. I thought Mane had a very good game, holding bets down the side. And yeah, I thought overall it was an okay performance. I feel like we should have scored more. But then again, you could say Southampton could have scored. But I'll tell you what, Alisson was outstanding tonight. He is my man of the match.
Yeah, no, I hear that. Genie, you're obviously quite buzzing. What did you make of it appears that Genie has forgotten that Salah scored. Not Salah, Mane. Genie, what did you think of Mane's goal?
Yeah, brilliant goal. Great ball from Salah. That part of Salah's game is actually really appreciated by fans, I think. He's really flourished this season. The chances just haven't been finished, so it doesn't get talked about. But it's a fantastic ball. Like Velvishwan said, Sadio Mane of old, jumping up high. He's good in the air. And it's a very similar goal, like Velvishwan said, to the Bayern Munich. But yeah, it's fantastic goal. And it was deserved in the first half because we had a couple of chances. We didn't play well, but the chances that we created, finally, we took some of them.
Yeah, no, I hear. And Reese, what did you make of Sadio Mane finally working out where the net is?
Yeah. Just reminded me of Mane of the last 3-4 years. But I found it really interesting when watching it back how Fabinho's role is actually, I think, really underrated in the goal. Where obviously within in midfield, he presses high. He's always winning the ball back, and then to play that ball out to Salah, and then obviously it's a brilliant ball in, like reminding me as well of that goal against Bayern. But yeah, it was just a typical goal, I think, of the last few years, and it was good to sort of get Mane back in the goals.
Yeah. No, I hear that. A couple of comments here. Liam saying, doesn't matter, lads. Liverpool won't get Champions League anyway. Enjoy Europa League next season. Russ saying, why has Gini been dancing since I joined the stream? It's okay. Russ, what I will do is I also have access to a No Context Twitter page. So that is going to be clipped by myself. And I'll be putting that
Are you
up
sure it's
myself.
dancing? Are you sure it's
I
dancing?
do, yeah, because you may or may not have sent me the login details when you first set it up. Unlucky Genie. Genie's just realised that, and now he's like, Genie's like, fuck, I'm in danger. Yes,
Ross,
Genie, you are in danger
I think
because,
Genie was flying, not dancing.
yeah.
Like, I never see someone chop themselves across the room and classify as dancing.
Yeah, it's quite funny because Genie's just realised that I can also see the messages. Blackpool fans, not Blackpool. That's who Genie's other one. Now he's working out how me off that now. Wolf saying, "Hey Genie, do a backflip." Let's not encourage him to break his neck.
Bollocks.
Oh God. Oh Jesus.
Christ alive.
Okay,
do you know what we did?
Respect the effort.
Clip that. I said,
Mel,
Liverpool
can you
dropping
just
that
ring
on top.
999 and tell him Genie in wherever he is has just broken his neck?
That's a short
cool.
shoulder.
I can see so many memes of that, like, Liverpool dropping what the title is.
I'll be clipping that one as well, don't worry. RJ saying, not gonna lie, miss Genie's cap. Russ saying, I miss Genie's tears.
Oh, it's upstairs. I can't get it.
Moyes has to do it himself now. Come on, you Irons. Yes, he does. But I want to talk about Southampton's chances. Now, they had a lot. They had a fair few. Alisson doing an Alisson and giving the ball away. But this time, he's able to not let it go in the back of the net. What did you guys of just the openness, the way that your defense was so easily penetrated? What did you make of that?
I feel like
It's a makeshift defense. Yeah, it's a makeshift defense. We got Reece Williams. Reece Williams didn't have an awful game, but you can't expect him to have a great game. It was always a press high. They're not ball playing defenders. Nat Phillips certainly isn't. Although he's a good defender, he's not a ball playing defender. So they was always going to press. When you say Alisson do it,
yeah, carry on.
Oh, when you say Alisson doing an Alisson, I know it's a poor pass to give the ball away, but what were we doing passing it back to him? Every time it was back to him, they were putting him under so much pressure that once that's going to happen. And Alisson doesn't like to just hoof the ball. Alisson does like to play out from the back. So that didn't surprise me. We got fortunate with that. But look, it finally something's gone our way now. Finally something's got our way where the other team hasn't took their chances.
Yeah, he's on the panel, so we can forget about Tom coming on tonight. I'll be dealing with that one. May have messaged me saying, "Yeah, I'll come on." Yeah. Fuck you. But Reece, what did you make of the way that your defense was just so easily penetrated?
Yeah, I mean, I was saying it to my flatmate. I'm not really surprised. It's obviously the fullbacks are normal, but they've been worn out all season. They're still trying to play the style that they try and play. Otherwise, we don't have that attacking creativity, or at least out wide. You're always going to give away chances when you play the high line that we do with two centre backs that I've noticed are really one-footed, don't seem comfortable on the ball, and I think it's quite evident with Alisson that he doesn't really want to be giving them the ball, which is, I think, late on especially, you saw him kind of coming out and just smashing it clear, and just getting rid of the danger, because we've known so often that the centre-backs aren't comfortable on the ball. But I think overall, for what they are, they did a decent job.
Yeah.
You're not really going to get a world-class performance out of both of them together, to be honest. But yeah, the clean sheet is obviously the most important thing.
Yeah. No, I do hear that. Velv, have I asked you yet?
Not yet. Yeah.
No, Velv, what did you think of the fact that your defense was just so easily penetrated?
I think it's expected, because we all know that Reece and that Phillips are not very quick centre backs, slow centre backs. So obviously they're going to get exposed, especially with the pace of Southampton's like Nathan Taylor, Theo Walcott, and Shea Adams. They're obviously going to get behind. But like I say, when you have a world class goalkeeper behind you, you don't need to worry about that. It actually annoys me that rival fans try to disrespect Alisson, like saying, "Oh, he's not top three goalkeepers in the world. He's not world class." Like we need to understand what he's been going
Right.
through in 2020,
I don't think he's top 3 in the world, but yeah,
or top five. I don't know, something like that.
he's
I feel
definitely
like
in the top. He's definitely in the top 7. I'll put it that way.
okay, your opinion, but I for me, I
Top
feel like he's
7,
top
he's
three in the
higher
world
than that.
because what he's done for like last few seasons, like winning the Golden Glove, winning best goalkeeper of the year, and saving us multiple times, especially this season. I mean, like earlier this season, he saved us so many points, and
Well,
obviously this
it
season,
depends. It really depends on what the criteria for top 5 in the world is, or top whatever it is. Like, you basing this off the last 5 seasons, the last 3 seasons, this
yeah,
season,
last
last
like
few
few
games.
seasons and that, yeah.
Well, there you could probably put David De Gea right up there as well, couldn't you? I mean, he saved
Probably,
Jose.
yeah.
Not the
He
past
saved
few
Jim.
seasons.
No,
I'd
not like
definitely
the
say
past.
Alisson's up there for goalkeepers in
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
I
the
think
past
De
three,
Gea
4 years.
also is. Yeah, I think you could put De Gea
He's
in.
dropped off,
Don't get-
hasn't he?
Oh, he's definitely dropped off. I'm the first to say that. I
now
think
talk about
United
it
should
like
go
in the
with
Premier League
with
because Alisson came to
defender.
the Premier League after the World Cup, and that's when De Gea started like.
Yeah.
Right,
I'm on about if we're on about the last 5 years. You've got De Gea back in 2016-17, where
yeah.
he was just absolutely
Yeah,
phenomenal.
yeah.
But
So
even
I think
Alisson
that
was
gives
good
him
under
that
Mourinho.
stuff in the bank, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
It does give him that sort of. He's allowed a few shit seasons just for how fucking amazing he really was in them couple of years.
yeah. I feel like what people forget as well, like obviously this year he lost his father as well, so he's gone
Yeah.
through some personal issues as well. So
Mm.
I feel sorry
Yeah,
for
I definitely
Alisson
think he had a
nowadays.
couple of dodgy months.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm like nothing. And then when we need him to turn up, he always turns up. Because let's be honest, that save in the 18-19 against Napoli, we would have not gone through without his save. So people need to give him credit for what he's done to Liverpool, not downplaying him just because he's having like one, not even a poor season, like a poor 2021.
Yeah. No, I hear that. I do. But whilst we're talking about Alisson, I'll just go to some comments, and I want to talk about something else. Where have we got it? He actually tried to do it. Thanks, Gini. Good try. That's on about your backflip. Genie is on a mad one. This Genie I have missed for years. Russ saying, Genie, I reckon you've been more successful with a front flip.
Bollocks.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
I'm
I can
watching,
do it
I'm
on the
watching
couch,
this.
but I've just dislocated my shoulder from the floor.
Oh, God.
Genie, do you want me to call Don?
That is also getting
Respect the effort.
Vamos!
I think it's the way that he went there, hit his head off the sofa, and then rolled back. That was quite funny. This has turned into a Genie gymnastics lesson. Wolf saying, I wonder who Liverpool get in the summer window. Well, we'll be talking about all of that. Actually, no, we won't, because you just can't predict who Jurgen. He has a very particular. Well, Jurgen has a very particular way of getting these targets in. It's not easily predictable. Chris saying, big up the panel. I'll take that not convincing, very scrappy, lucky Southampton didn't finish roast dinner in the end. We finished our roast dinner. Good win, one win, down 4 wins to go. But I want to obviously talk about Alisson. Now, he did have that ball where he basically passed the ball directly to Shea Adams. If that is a better player, like, for example, when it was Manchester City, do you think that you get punished and you lose that confidence?
It depends
Definitely, yeah.
who
Strikers are
passes it
punishing
to.
us for that.
Yes, if he's a striker, then probably. I would say
Mm.
if it was like Kane, obviously he's gonna guarantee goal if it was Kane. But I feel like some not really. It depends. It depends how they're performing in that game because you never know really. Like,
Yeah,
I think
if
it
players
probably helped that
performing
Che Adams
well,
hadn't really had any chances all game. Like,
yeah, exactly.
you always see when strikers don't really have anything, they come into it and they sort of snatch at chances or things like that. So it was a little bit lucky, but at the end of the day, like I was saying, with the centre backs we've got, he's going to make an error every so often. You've kind of got to expect it. But the main thing is he made the save in the end.
Yeah, it's because
Yeah,
you've got two
you
youngsters.
can't
There's
also-
uncertainty.
Yeah, you can't also dwell on that mistake. You got to look at some of the saves before the one-on-one with Shea Adams,
Yeah.
Bailey,
yeah. I'm just
Trent out
picking
as well.
out. I'm just
No,
picking out
I know.
certain things. To be fair,
And
I
here's-
was playing my racing game.
But I
whilst
want to
watching
add on to that, like, even if Allison makes the mistake, like, our forwards
Yeah.
should be winning at that point. Like, you can't just keep relying on Allison to save you week in, week out, because eventually he's going to make a mistake. And if your forwards are not going to take their chances, all the talk about will be Allison because of that mistake.
Well, of course, and unfortunately, that's just the way it sort of is, isn't it? The keeper's role, and I've always said that keepers should get praise for doing the right stuff, because at the end of the day, the keepers are poison cherished anyway. Like, if you pull off a save, you're meant to do it because it's your job. If you make a mistake, though, you should be saving that, blah blah blah, right? The strikers not come under the same criticism because they're like, and then the excuses start coming out. So I want to talk about what Allison did well in this game, because he did make some cracking saves. After that mistake that he made passing it to Shea Adams, he's straight down to get it and not let it in. How important was Allison today for you getting the result that you did today?
Massively important.
Yeah, crucial saves. The one with the Shea Adams one, the Shea Adams one in the first half, the biggest for me, where he's through on goal, and he's done well. He's also made that save with his leg to deny Obafemi when he was slipped through. So yeah, he was huge, deserved. Sky gave him man the match. Overswen also said it, so I think deservedly so. He kept us in it when it could have been the repeat of Newcastle and Leeds, where we just only score one and then leak one, and then the confidence drops. But you know, Allison making them saves clearly gives you confidence boost, and we went on and got the second. So yeah, Allison was the most influential player on the pitch for me.
Yeah.
What
I think he
about
really
you,
took charge today.
Yeah, carry on.
So it's like, obviously, like I was saying, with the centre backs, when you've got a goalkeeper who's maybe had a bit of a confidence knock, or maybe had a couple of errors this season that a striker is trying to prey on, or trying to make him mess up his pass or whatever, it's really showed that he's not just going to let his confidence drop and just let everything go, because he is a world-class keeper at the end of the day, and he showed why he is that. You know, he's commanding his area with a few of the set pieces. He was out early, grabbing the ball, not punching it or anything like that. And obviously his positioning is probably his best attribute, and why he's, in my opinion, on his day, the best goalkeeper in the world. He just makes everything look easy, and I think that was shown today. He did his job, but at the end of the day, that's what we need him to do, and that's why we rate him so highly.
Yeah, no, I do hear that. But yeah, I mean, the one bit that I got confused when looking at your starting lineups, I'm like, you're playing Reece Williams. Why are you doing that? What were your reactions when you saw the
No,
team
you
sheet?
saw my comment on the Chelsea thing. You know how I was.
I did. Yeah, you were very calm.
We had no
you
choice.
Were very calm.
I think it was the injuries that I first saw on the Liverpool tweet, and it was just like, it took me like a minute to actually look at the starting 11, and then you kind of, what else are we really going to do? To be fair, doesn't look like Ben Davies is going to play a game this season, and I don't want Fabinho at centre back. So
I'm just seeing memes.
I'm
just laughing at it. I'm just laughing at the memes of Ben Davies. It's too funny.
Well, Ben Davies,
he doesn't exist.
So
he's not a real person.
Ben Davies,
I'm convinced.
He's a hologram, fam. That's what the copy.
Is he injured?
Ben Davies the hologram.
Yeah,
no, he's fit.
He's got a
fit.
minor knock. No, he's not though.
But nobody knows.
He was injured because he'd been on the bench over the player.
Because he was fit before and he was not in the bench.
Do you mean he was?
I saw about Keita as well. Somebody replied to me on Twitter saying his agent or something said something about him playing, and suddenly he's injured. that seems to
I'm
come out of
double
nowhere.
checking.
Yeah, it was his ex-agent who's clearly not up to
Alright.
date on it. But
It's very weird.
there's David Lynch's tweet.
I'm pretty sure we're like the only team that can get 4 injuries without even playing a game of football, or
God.
5 injuries even, whatever it is.
I know. I think we had 10 injuries, which is just mad.
Mental.
So,
That bench was horrific.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
injuries. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're actually.
I looked at you, Ben. It was a fairly interesting one. But everyone watching, if you are new, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Plenty of content on here. We've got the Liverpool show, the United show, the Arsenal show, the Chelsea show, refs view, weekly review show. God knows what. You name it, we probably have it on this channel. We are looking to expand. We've even got Plymouth Argyle stuff, which we've actually managed to get Plymouth Argyle stuff before we even got a City or Tottenham show. All I'm saying is, oops. But that is quite amusing. But Thiago, he hasn't scored all season. He doesn't know where the back of the net is. But Gini,
That's harsh.
it's true though. Name me one bit that I just said that isn't factual.
No, he always gets the shots on target. It's just like the goalkeeper puts.
Do any of them end up in the back
He
of the
doesn't.
net?
He doesn't take shots. It's not
Yeah.
really like you saw when I think it fell to him on the edge of the box, like 25 yards out. He could have just levered one, but he tried to dink it through to Salah. I think playing the extra ball is always in his mind, rather than trying to be selfish. I don't think he scored a goal even last season, or maybe the season before for Bayern. So it's not his thing.
Yeah, he only scored, not assisted last season. So
yeah.
I feel like most of his goals last season were him for dribbling into the box instead of like taking
I'm
long
still
shots.
waiting for you to tell me the one thing that I said that wasn't factual.
Okay, I'll give it to you now. You're right.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Niall is always right. Let's just make sure that is in our heads. That Niall is always right. But what a finish, Vel. We'll start with you. What a finish that one was.
Yeah, I think it was a brilliant finish. Opened his body well, picked out the bottom right corner. Ben Foster, no chance of saving that. And yeah, it's good.
Foster?
I'm happy.
You mean Fraser?
No, that's not Ben Foster. Fraser
Foster.
Foster. Yeah. I don't know why I get confused. I think Ben Foster's in the Premier League now. Cycling vlogs, cycling goalkeeper
Ben
vlogs.
Foster's with Watford. Fraser Forster is with
Yeah,
Southampton.
I get confused. I get confused with the Robinsons of West Brom and Fulham. I get confused with both of them for some reason. I don't know why.
Easy. That's easier to do because they both played for shit teams.
yeah. So it's a good goal for Thiago and a Firmino assist. Yeah, where's Firmino? Like, where have you been all this time? Finally decided to get an assist for once.
What, Firmino?
Firmino got the assist. Yeah, Firmino got the assist.
Yeah.
I thought it was Jota. I thought it was Jota.
Firmino wasn't.
No, Jota was off the pitch. He went off.
Yeah, Jota came on for Firmino.
Jota went off for Firmino.
Yeah.
I know Ox was in the build-up play. I thought he got the assist.
I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was Ox actually. I'm pretty sure.
Firmino passed it. Ox won the ball back from the throw-in. Firmino gave it to Thiago, and Thiago done the work.
Yeah. Oh no, it is. It's gone down as a Firmino. Firmino one. Curtis Jones.
That's what it says on the Premier League app.
Yeah. Curtis Jones came on with a minute left.
Yeah,
I didn't realise that.
Yeah, that was just after the goal, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I need to speak about Curtis Jones and Klopp. I need to speak about it.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute. I'm trying to keep I'm trying to extend these match reactions to around 45-50 minutes. So that's my goal. So I'm glad you want to talk about other things because that does help.
That's your goal.
Huh?
That's your goal.
Argyle. You're hilarious. That is such a poor joke. That was that was embarrassing, mate. That was embarrassing. And that's more embarrassing than Exeter fans, and they are farmyard animals. But Gini, what did you make of Thiago's finish today?
Lovely finish. I think there was so much space for him to do it. So it's about time he got his goal. I've waited all season for that. So he was quite quiet all game. He was just keeping it ticking. But that goal was a very nice finish and did what he needed to do. That space was always open. The corner was there, and he found the corner and he finished it off. So he's probably the best centre mid in the world.
Fucking hell, Gini, you're on.
I'm
Do you know?
joking.
Before we do streams, I think I might get Gini to do drugs tests of this, right? But Reese, what did you make of Thiago's finish today?
Yeah, it was a brilliant goal, to be fair. And I want to say I expected it because I did tweet out at 2:24 this morning he's going to score his first goal today. So that's all I'll say. But yeah, like it's a brilliant finish. You obviously don't expect him to hit it from there, but yeah, open his body up just into the bottom corner. Lovely goal, yeah.
Yeah, no, I hear that. But Val, do you want to talk to me about?
Sorry about that. Yeah,
No worries, Gini. But Val, you want to talk about Curtis Jones and Jurgen Klopp? What's up?
Why wasn't he born earlier?
I don't know, because you're 1-0 up.
Why
It's
would
been a past
bring
few-
Curtis,
it's been past few games,
on
man.
earlier?
I think he
Yeah,
was quite
'cause-
happy with the team, wasn't he? It seemed
Yeah,
like we were
I know he's
on
quite happy
top.
with the
He
team,
didn't
but
want to
like,
really change it.
yeah, but I
Well,
feel
who
like
did you bring
understandable.
Curtis on for earlier?
bring on Wijnaldum. Why is Wijnaldum playing in this game? That's what I was.
Why? We're leading.
Realistically,
Why would
when
you
we
bring
need to,
Curtis on for
when we've got a
Wijnaldum?
1-0 lead, that's only going
Yeah, we're
attacking.
holding on to a lead. Yeah.
Gini, I don't think had a great game as he hasn't been great recently. But if you want to hold on to a 1-0 lead, you definitely want him on instead of Curtis Jones.
But the thing is, it's like when we can't keep sustaining this. That's the problem. Like, we need to go for the second goal. Like, we can't get it later on. We need to get earlier
This
on.
is Curtis's second game back.
Yeah, I think
I
it was evident that Southampton were going to always try and pile on the pressure in those last 5-10 minutes. So if we just keep the ball and then obviously the chance came, I think that was always in Jurgen's mind rather than going for the jugular.
He came on earlier against Newcastle for Thiago and we conceded.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that one.
Thiago and Gini are so vital for the ball retention.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that. But like, it's just like
They
the sense of
definitely
fear, like the other team's going to score because I want to score more goals because we can't keep, like I said, we can't keep relying on Alisson to save us all the time. We need to get that second goal
No,
and
I
kill
know.
off the game.
I just don't think today was the game.
Okay.
No. It's an interesting one, isn't it? Like he will get his chances. He's been given chances all season. I sort of agree with the lads. I'm not sure 2-0 is 1-0 is quite the right one. Wolf saying Alisson Becker seems like he's declining to me. Felt like sloppy goalkeeping. We've spoken about that already. The boys. It's okay. We've already given our opinions.
He made up for it, didn't he?
Yes. Thiago's goal was fantastic. That vision and shot really impressive. Southampton goalkeeper was fantastic. Incredible saves. What did you make of Fraser Forster anyway?
I said he's better than
in
McCarthy.
the first 5 minutes.
He's always. I swear he always has a good performance against us. He was good. I think we played him when we played him in the Carabao Cup. Was it 3-4 years ago when they got through to the final and got lost to United, didn't they? He was a bastard in both those games as well.
Ben Foster, they're always good against us.
It's always some random tall English goalkeeper. I sort of like.
No, let's be honest. It's all goalkeepers. We made some.
A few of the shots were right. At him, to be fair, I think Mo could have done better on a couple of chances, but in general, Fraser Forster pulls out a worldie every so often, doesn't he? You can't really expect much different.
I've been saying this to everyone. Like, he's better than McCarthy. He should be the number one, not McCarthy.
I think they're both fairly decent goalkeepers.
Yeah,
I was looking at a chart the other day. I think it was like expected saves or like shots per save or something like that. It was one of those things with like all the keepers in the league. And McCarthy, I noticed, was actually right at the bottom of that. He like conceded a lot of goals from a few amount of shots. So obviously, I expected him to start, and I was quite confident going into that. But I think it was said before the game on Sky that Hasenhüttl was going to rotate the goalkeepers for the rest of the season. So I don't even think he knows which one's better. To be honest, they're saying as much of a muchness, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll pull up DC's comment. I'm going to shut this guy down.
Liverpool's defence, in my opinion, won Liverpool the game. I actually disagree. I don't think Liverpool's defence was any good today. If I'm being real, if I'm being honest, I
In terms of
It
aerial
was
ability, they were
good
good,
in
but in terms of
areas, and it cost us at times, but then they kind of made themselves up for it in certain areas. Like
Yeah.
Nat Phillips just goes, he sees the ball and he just goes for it. And that's what I've noticed. He doesn't really think about what's actually behind him, which has cost us plenty of times. I think probably in the Real Madrid game, that first goal over the top completely screwed him because he just tries to always win the ball. And that's why he's not a Liverpool quality defender at the end of the day. You need to have a lot more awareness than that. But Reece Williams, I think, did all right for coming into his first game first start in months.
Yeah.
So it wasn't tragic, but at the end of the day, the
Yeah.
clean sheet is the main thing.
Yeah, and look, it's what's even more important is the 3 points. I mean, that's
100%.
the most crucial. DC Santiago's first goal in 34 appearances, fair play.
Sorry, it's actually 21. Get your facts right, mate.
I think there was a comment missed. I think it's at the top, the OE 56. I noticed that. Don't think we went through that.
Which one?
What about top 4? I think it was. I remember seeing that.
Oh, top four. I think I know what you're on about. Might have been Liam's where he said don't matter. Liverpool won't get that anyway. Might have been that one. I'm not sure.
It was the OE 56 is the name.
OE 56. Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
Even though you won today, I can't see you getting top 4 opinions. Reese, what do you think on that one?
I haven't looked at the table yet, but as far as I know, what is it? I think if we win our next game, which is against United, albeit we go, is it 3 points behind Leicester? So I mean,
Yeah, I think so.
I don't want to get my hopes up. I think, like I was saying on there yesterday, it's if it happens, it happens. But we can't really expect it at this point. You know, Chelsea and West Ham have got fairly decent fixtures left, and Leicester are. You would think that they wouldn't bottle it 2 years in a row, but you never know. But yeah, I think we've just got to focus on ourselves, and like I said, if it happens, it happens.
Yeah, Gini, what about you, mate?
Look, it's typical Leicester to bottle it. I don't expect us to, but it's more than possible. The last 3 games we should win. West Brom look already down. Burnley are safe. Then are safe, so they're not fighting for anything really. United, I'm not expecting to win. If we win, amazing. But Leicester have got a tough run in, so you could see them falling apart. I hope to God they do, but it doesn't look likely. But as long as we keep winning, I think if we win all our last 4, I think Leicester drop 4 points. So I think we'll do it, but we'll see.
Yeah, no, I hear that. What about you, Valve?
Yes, they got like tough fixtures in the end, but I don't. It's difficult. I feel like they will lose 2 of them, but Spurs will do something Spursy, and then Leicester will sneak
I
into
don't
that
think
top
Spurs
4.
are in it really anymore, are they?
Yeah, they will do something Spursy. Like, let's be real, they're going to do something Spursy, and Leicester will win, and they'll probably sneak into top 4 because even if Leicester lose all their games, I don't see West Ham dropping, to be honest. Especially with Mikel Antonio back into that team, he's
They've been
changing
too
everything.
consistent this season, haven't they? Like it's been similar to us last year. Even when they don't really deserve to win, they just seem to nick it.
I do hear that. What I want to do now is I want to have go through some more comments and then do something. Ross, what have we got here? Chris said Reece Williams needs a loan next season. She just needs to be sold.
No, I feel like
I would agree with the loan. I'd agree with the loan.
Because he's shown this season that he is a very good centre back now. He was brilliant against Atalanta, brilliant against Spurs, brilliant against Ajax.
Is he a top 6 centre back? That's the
No, he's
question.
not top 6.
No, that's why I think he needs a loan though, because at the minute he's not worth anything. If he has a decent season, maybe in the Championship, then at the worst we can get some money out of him. I don't think he's ever going to be good enough for us.
Right, yeah, that makes sense. It sounds like whenever I assume someone wants to go on loan, it's like you actually think they can come back and cement themselves a place. But Gini, what
he's not on high wage. Go on, sorry.
No, I was about to ask you what you made of that comment.
Oh yeah, well it's right. He's not on high wages, so a loan's the perfect option to try and up his value. As a kid, you can improve on the technical side and the physical side, but the problem with Reece Williams is his pace. He's really, really slow. For Klopp's system, his high line, it'll never work. But alone, like we've already said, it would be perfect because he's young. You know, maybe put him in the under-23s again next season, or send him out on loan to League One. Or Championship, and try and up his value, and then go from there. He's not on high wages, so it's not causing any trouble keeping him in the club. But we'll get people
to be honest.
So now adding on that, Genie, if you actually look at 19 years old, if you listen to Van Dijk where he said he was 19 years old, he said he wasn't the quickest centre back. He was a slow centre back. All Reece needs to do is build up muscles, and then I feel like he will probably adapt. I agree.
Reece Williams to Van Dijk.
No.
Van Dijk wasn't at a high level at the age of 19. You never know, but that's why it's not worth selling him, is it? You know, if he has a couple good seasons out on loan, maybe even if he's in the under 23s, whatever, it's not worth getting rid of him fully. So you might as well just loan him out, get him experience. Makes the most sense. Doesn't it?
I do hear that. Wall saying the way Alisson gave the ball away was terrible. Could have been a Southampton goal, lucky miss, or more like lucky save, but cool. DC saying said 3 by accident. Chelsea have decent fixtures left. I haven't checked your fixtures yet.
No, they got Arsenal, Leicester.
Chelsea are way too good.
They got Arsenal, Leicester, and Villa.
Yeah, Chelsea.
The fact that they've put City away, I was thinking that should hopefully be the 3 points that they get taken away from them. But the fact that they've got that.
Yeah, well done.
Even if City beat them, Chelsea wouldn't drop out. They're on too much good form. It's us and Leicester.
I'm guessing for the first time ever, you lot are going to become United fans on Tuesday night.
What?
Yes.
What, definitely. Against Leicester?
Yeah, it's United.
I've been a United fan a few times in the past year.
No. I'm not.
Need results to go our way.
Well, hold on, Genie. You require United to beat them so you can still be in the bloody race.
So I'm not going to watch it because I couldn't sit through a game and want United to score. So I just turn everything off, and then if the result goes our way, nice. But I'm not watching. I need
Pogba to do well for my fantasy team anyway, so I'll be cheering on United.
Valve, will you be a United fan on Tuesday night?
I don't know. I'm just gonna probably it's gonna be too hard. One I'll be celebrating, and then the other half I'll be just clenching my fist with furiation. I don't know what to do.
It's one of them. Chris saying United Leicester on Tuesday before United play us on Thursday.
Massive game.
That is a huge game.
I think this week or this to next week that defines the race. I think if we can pick up 3 points against United by a miracle and Man United maybe beat Leicester, it just ties everything into one massive screw up for the last day, doesn't it? You just never know what's going to happen. Hopefully it goes our way.
Wait, guys, I'm sorry. What is Tom doing right now on the terrace? What is he doing?
Do I look like I give a shit?
He's just, I don't know what he's doing. He's just literally flashing lights at himself. I don't know what he's going on with him.
Fuck knows. His loyalties lie elsewhere. Wolf saying, Man U, I'll be very surprised if United lose to Liverpool. Liverpool is pretty weak this season. We got to win. We got to. Russ saying Chelsea's last 4 of fixtures of the season were City, Arsenal, Leicester, Villa. Yeah, but you've also got a bloody good team that should be beating them, surely.
But here's the worst thing.
Villa should be a win. Arsenal should be a win. City, obviously, they got the win against Leicester. Will be the big game.
Tuchel, if Arteta actually outclasses Tuchel, I'm actually done.
There's not a chance. I see Chelsea battering Arsenal.
So do I. I think Arsenal are about to get absolutely destroyed. Wolf saying, always loan promising young players to Bundesliga. Bundesliga transforms and creates stars.
That's
It's
true.
Wouldn't
We
be a
not
got
bad
that
that
choice,
bad.
to be fair. I mean, Nat Phillips
It's
went
not.
on loan to Stuttgart, didn't he, for 6 months or whatever?
Yeah, but I was in Bundesliga too, not one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it shows that
Bundesliga is.
maybe Klopp
Yeah.
obviously has plenty of
You have
Yeah.
connections,
what
don't you?
would the word be?
Connections.
Contacts, in Germany, yeah. So it wouldn't surprise me, to be fair.
Yeah, maybe you
Or
might try and
we
get
give
him into mind.
we'll give Leipzig
Maybe, yeah.
Reece Williams, and we take Konate.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
There
definitely
might
fair.
be another Glazer out protest
Yeah, I heard
on
that.
the new Liverpool match day. Do you think that these protests will have any impact on the players, or do you think it's just they'll just get on with their jobs?
As long as they're
I
not
think the
smashing our
latter.
bus and hitting us, I don't think it'll bother us because at the end of the day, they're not even singing for the team on Thursday night. They're singing for the club that, protesting against the club's owners.
Yeah.
So honestly, I hope it gets called off and then they give us the 3 points. That'd be the dream. But I don't think it should affect our players, but I can't see a win, unfortunately.
Yeah. No, I see that. Ross saying, I'm just saying, he said that we had decent fixtures. I wouldn't say they're particularly decent fixtures, even if we should win them. I think they are. I mean, Arsenal are a pretty shit team. Leicester just lost 4-2 to Newcastle United. And Villa are just iffy, aren't they? They're sort of hot
They've
or
fallen
cold.
off without Grealish, haven't they? They are very much a Grealish-based team. They don't really create much without him.
When's Grealish back?
That's the question.
I think he was meant to come back like a week or two ago, but then he hurt himself even more in training or something like that. I think he's going to be out for at least the next week.
He
Could
does
be wrong.
realise that this could. I mean, Southgate had doubts over Grealish already. I mean, because Southgate's a bit of a
True.
weird guy. This is really probably harmed Grealish going to the Euros. Because you
Possibly,
can't,
yeah.
Hopefully not.
can't be taken because Southgate barely picked him anyway. Barely wanted.
Oh, I
him
know.
to
Yeah,
take him.
Southgate doesn't.
It's
like
probably a
it.
similar situation with him and Henderson, I'd think. The fact that they've barely played for so long, as much as they might be crucial to his squad if he wants to have them, if they haven't been playing, then you can't just force them back into a team.
And this will rattle Liverpool fans up and down the globe, but I don't actually want Hendo going to the Euros. I don't. I'm done
Because
with
he's
England
injured.
I'm done, mate. I'm done with England.
Yeah, if he doesn't play at
I'm done with
least
England as
the
well,
last
yeah,
game of the season, then I don't think you should go.
Yeah.
The same as Van Dijk, which obviously won't happen.
I'm done with England taking injured players. I've seen it so many times. It does my fucking head in.
I'd rather him not go as well because it's just
Yeah,
all the hallmarks of him
yeah.
getting straight into training and then him out for 3 months from the first training session.
Yeah,
because I think I saw that
honestly,
Southgate's apparently not going to have like half his squad from the first or from like those. He's got 2 games, hasn't he, before the Euros?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
13
because-
players are
half his
out
squad
for
missing.
the Euros.
Well, because half his team are
From a
fucking
selfish point of
City,
view, you don't want
Chelsea, and United.
Yeah.
So of course he's going to be.
It's the same as 2 years ago, isn't it? It's a bit unfortunate for England the fact that the last World Cup was after we got to the Champions League final as well.
Yeah, and obviously you got 3 English teams in the European final, so
Exactly.
would have been 4, but I can't remember who lost. Mikel Arteta? Oh yes, that Ford. Wolf saying I think Southgate is an overrated manager. Well,
I don't think he's really rated at any point.
Southgate is awful.
I was just about to say
He was definitely rated. He was definitely rated by people after the Euros and obviously during. But I think this is at this point. I don't think anyone really thinks he's that good.
Yeah, for him to be overrated, he has to be rated by people. But that's the key bit. I just want to have a look at some stats quickly. Now, I do like having a look at stats. They do give a picture of the game in a way. Wolf saying very surprised that Arteta isn't sacked. So am I. I'm very surprised.
I think they're probably just thinking, what's the point at this point? Might as well just wait till the end of the season. They're not going to get anything, are they?
True. Here's the stats from the game. If I take down the ticker. So Liverpool obviously just edging it on possession with 53% compared to Southampton's 47. Total shots 14 to 12. Shots on target 6-all. Shots off target 5-4. Block shots 3-2. Big chances 4-3, and then big chances missed 3-3. This is for me far too even for a team that wants to be in top 4 against a Southampton team.
For a Southampton team that's been so poor for a long time is disappointing.
What do you, when looking at them stats, what do you make of it? Because for me, it's just too even. I don't like
I'll give you
it's what I'd expect of this team against Southampton at the start of the season, not this team against Southampton at this part of the season, because they've been awful.
No, but here's the thing. If you actually watch previous games of Southampton, they always create lots of chances, but they're not clinical. They always create loads of chances. Yeah, same as us, because I think Hudson is a very good manager. Like, people downplay him because of the 9-0 defeats, but people need to put in context to those 9-0s. Like, he's a very good manager. What he did at Leipzig was extraordinary. And yeah, it's his style, attacking football. It's just like his defense lets them down because they leak a lot of goals.
It's similar to Brighton, I guess, in a way, but I think their defense is probably just better than Southampton's.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you make of the stats, Gini?
It doesn't surprise me that I didn't expect to blow them away. How can we expect them to blow them away when we can't even finish at the minute? So the stats are what I expected before the game. Obviously, if you look at them stats, for the past 5 weeks, we wouldn't have won this game because we big chances missed 3. That it's very unlike someone misses misses 3 big chances at Liverpool. That's how it feels like it's been this season, that everyone just took theirs and we haven't took ours. So obviously it's like deja vu that it's finally come where we've got fortunate in a game that the other team hasn't taken their big chances, because they did have very big chances in this game, probably bigger than ours that we missed. So it's fortunate, but it's Liverpool at the minute. It's we're riding on either luck going against us or luck going for us, and finally, for once, it's gone for us. So it doesn't surprise me, but United a different game, and we move on. It's a derby, and I expect a whole different performance. And whether that's enough to get the win, I'm not sure, but a better performance.
Yeah, no, I hear that, but. Talking to them, what do you put it down to? Do you put it down to the defense solely, or do you put it down to what do you put this down to? What is impacting this horrific?
I think it's the season as a whole. I think it's probably taken quite a bit of a toll on the players. I think they're aware. Was it Sam? I think did an interview this week or a couple of days ago saying that this is by far the worst season in his career individually, or at least since he's been in the Premier League. And I think the players at this point just want the season to end just as much as us, and so the 3 points is obviously the main thing in any result. But considering we haven't been playing well, is with the defence that we had as well, getting the 2 goals was kind of more of a surprise than us not conceding, to be honest, because like you said, with those 3 chances missed from them the past few months or weeks, we would have easily been conceding them, but it just seems to be a bit of a good day for us and a bit of an unlucky day for them, and it's about time, to be honest.
Yeah, just sort of going your way, really. Gini is busy texting in our group chat. I know that for a fact because my phone keeps bloody pinging off. It frankly, when I hear my phone going off, it does my head in. I'm just gonna get your Huh?
Is he just spamming Tiago in the chats or something?
Oh, probably.
No, I'm watching.
But Jesus Christ, don't do that, Genie. You will get me copyrighted.
Paused on the beautiful face.
I've got your next 4 fixtures up. So let's have a look at these. You got obviously United on Thursday night, West Brom on Sunday with Burnley, and then Crystal Palace. Now,
Blimey,
if this was a
man.
normal season, I'd be like, you're easily getting 10 out of 12 points. This is not a normal season for Liverpool. What are we going for? How many points do you think you're going to pick up out of them?
Oh,
I'll
you
say
can't predict
6.
us at the minute.
7.
Good luck.
7?
Ah!
Yeah, 7. Yeah.
Who do you think you'll lose to?
There's not a chance that we win everything. All of those teams are our bogey teams.
We're gonna probably lose to Burnley.
And that's the thing. I've been worried about that even since the fixture list came out. Even on it, like you were saying, on a normal season, you wouldn't be worried about these fixtures. But I think every Liverpool fan probably would, because they are just teams that, like, they're just going to play low block. Maybe not United, but obviously they're a counter-attacking side. But the other three,
United will probably play.
They're not fun sides to play.
No. Which teams do you think you'll lose to then? If you're getting 7 points, so you're losing to one. And then
Burnley.
who are you
Don't
drawing
know.
against?
We're
Probably a
losing to Burnley.
Diagne 90th minute screamer or something like this.
Okay,
We're
so
bound to lose one of them. Logically,
Yeah.
we're probably going to lose one of them.
yeah, no, I do hear that. Gini, what do you make of them upcoming fixtures?
I'm just looking at the table. 4 games left. Burnley are safe. Well, they will be by the time that we play them. And West Brom. See, the thing is,
Are West
none
Brom
of them
down yet?
teams have
They're not,
anything.
are
They
they?
will be by the time. They'll be out of distance with 2 games. I'd imagine, because Burnley have Fulham. Which
No, they're
expects
down.
them
No,
to
they're all
be.
down. They're already relegated. Because
No,
I
they're
just
not
checked.
confirmed relegated.
No, I think Burnley
Oh,
need
yeah,
1
yeah,
point, don't they?
Yeah, it's 1 point.
Yeah, Burnley
that
need
right?
1 point. So yeah, they get that against.
So maybe
Burnley,
they could be on the
imagine.
rocks by then, both of them two. Which would,
Yeah.
and Palace are a mid-table. They're not fighting for anything.
Have we some
Exactly.
That
players?
could make
Out of
them
them
easier.
games.
That could make them easier. To be fair, didn't think
Definitely.
about
Out of them games, none of them are fighting for anything, and we actually have something to fight for. So you'd hope that'd encourage us. But Liverpool this season doesn't seem. Another kind of decent thing is that we can't play in 3 games at Anfield. You've only got 1 game at Anfield, which sounds bizarre to say, but in this COVID period, it's hit us in a strange way. So for me, I've got to have confidence to say at least 9. And I know I'm being blinded by previous performances, but if I'm being optimistic, I'm saying 10, but I can't predict this.
Yeah, no, I hear that. Some comments here from Wolf. Southampton played well. They did play well. Is Liverpool the left-hand side stat? Yes, they were the left-hand side, so Liverpool were at home. Sean Dyche versus Klopp Part 2.
I can see it happening.
Nice. Sort of
Big
new
up
people
Mr.
meeting
Wolves.
in the
He's been
chat.
in the chat for ages.
Yeah, Mr. Wolf has
been.
been brilliant. Big up to yourself as well. Thank you for spending all your time with us. The last bit I want to look at, obviously, league table. City are currently 13 points ahead of Manchester United. If United lose any game before Man City play their next game, City will be confirmed champions. If not, this could be getting quite tight.
No,
It
they
would
have
be
to win
7.
even if they
I
draw.
mean, if we beat United, then it's massively up in the air, isn't it?
Yeah.
For, I think everyone, even up to second, because, well, I mean, games in hand.
If
But
we beat United, I'm telling you now, I don't think we will, but if we beat United, we'll do it, because that momentum, confidence will give us so much going into their last 3 games. Leicester have got
West
a tough
Ham
run.
Chelsea is massive,
Another
isn't
thing
it?
is, Leicester and United play each other at the worst time because it's 2 days before us, and they're only going to want to beat us. And Solskjaer said that he's not happy and don't expect him to play a good team. So I expect him to play a very weak side against Leicester.
Yeah. No, I would expect.
Which is annoying, but yeah.
I'd expect him to rotate
But
against
West
Leicester.
Ham have got Everton, Brighton, West Brom, and Southampton left. So 3 of those are probably on the rocks, and we've got to hope that Everton do a masterclass on them tomorrow.
Why are we relying on rivals?
Well, we're relying on Everton.
Leicester have got arguably the hardest running out of all of you, because they've got to play Chelsea, United, Spurs. Now, I know Spurs are a bit shit, but that's still a tough running, especially of a Leicester side that can't really rotate too much. But yeah, Ollie
Spurs,
is
they're
absolutely
gonna do
fuming.
I would
But
definitely, of all the teams to drop out, I would think Leicester could, because those
Yeah.
3 games are
Yeah.
well, that's
so
the
difficult.
thing. You've got a game in hand over Leicester. Obviously, that is against Manchester United. But
Yeah.
realistically, where do you see Liverpool finishing this season?
Probably 5th,
What a tough
Fifth.
unfortunately.
5th
First.
from Reese. Fuck off, Elvishwan. Where do you realistically think you're going to finish?
Yeah, we deduct points from City.
Right, now realistically,
5th.
5th. And Gini?
4th or 6th. I don't think we'll finish 5th because I think it's all down to us. So if we drop more than 5 points, then we'll finish 6th. And if we get more than 5 points, I think we could sneak into top 4 with Leicester crumbling. So 4th or 6th.
Now, Leicester have got a mega difficult running coming up their way, which it is true. All saying thank you for responding to my comments now. You're a great guy. Cheers, really good channel. Big up to yourself, and thank you for spending your Sunday night or Saturday night. Is this Saturday? Yeah, Saturday night
Yeah.
with us here. I'm
Friday.
forgetting 3 days. It's been one of them. I will be back obviously tomorrow with Formula One watch along from Spain, the Circuit de Catalunya, for the Spanish Grand Prix. Looking forward to that. Also got British Touring Cars on, but also we'll have match reaction to Manchester United versus Villa, and we may have match reaction of Arsenal versus who are they playing? West Brom. I think they're playing West Brom.
What a
What,
game.
tomorrow? No, they're playing. Oh, is it
West Brom, isn't it?
Let
Pretty
me
sure
double check.
And they've got Chelsea midweek.
Yeah, it's Chelsea midweek, but it's West Brom.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure of it.
I'm checking.
Yeah, it will be there.
Yeah, it's West
Yeah,
Brom.
probably is.
West Brom is that one. But yeah, we'll be back for all of that tomorrow. But before you do go, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're 7 away from 250, so it'd be mega if we can achieve that very, very soon, especially the amount of work that we all put in, that's for sure. But go check out our Twitter at Let's Talk EPL and our no context one at LTPL. No context LTPL. And go check out our Instagram and Let's Talk EPL _ and TikTok at Let's Talk Premier League. Velvet Sharam, where can they find you, mate?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at VEL_skills.
Nice. And Gene?
Yeah, you can find me in Tiago's house somewhere.
Okay, and Tiago's getting
I feel
restraining
so
order.
for Tiago then if you're at his house.
Just randomly wakes up and Genie's there. And Reese, where can they find you, mate?
Yeah, just over on Twitter, same at LFC_Reese. Yeah, just footy opinions. You might like them, you might not. I don't know.
100%. And you can find me at Niall_PAFC if you do want to interact with me. And if you fancy coming on the channel, if you're a United, Liverpool, Chelsea or Arsenal fan, you want to come on the channel, more than welcome. More the merrier is our thing. Well, we went for an hour, which is more than my target. So that's what I like to see. But as I said, tomorrow, 1:45, I'm pretty sure that is. But check out my Twitter or the Let's Talk EPL. The time goes on there before our streams anyway. So make sure you do that. But Liverpool win. Mane and Thiago get goals. Someone said, Mane and Thiago get goals for Liverpool to clinch the 3 points. Their next game, Manchester United. That is going to be fun. We'll be live with match reaction after that game on Thursday night. But United have got 2 more games before that. So we'll become quite accustomed with the United lot
4
this
games in
week.
5 days.
Yeah, it's a bit mad. It's a bit mad. It's 4 games, 7 days. Ollie's fuming. Understandably fuming. But as I said, we'll be back here tomorrow.
It's
but
their own
until
fault,
then,
though.
Not really. It's not United's fault. It's their fans' fault. But
yeah, so
it's not really Ollie's fault, is it?
No, it's
but
Graham
as I said,
Souness's fault.
we'll be back tomorrow. Thank